Hey guys, Leanne here from healthfulpursuit.com. I'm a holistic nutritionist specializing in ketogenic diets, and I interact with over 300,000 people a month, supporting them and adjusting this powerful eating style to work for their lives and their bodies. And today we're going to be chatting about that oh so spooky little thing called fear, and more importantly, what you can do to break free from it. So stick around. While much of what I talk about on Healthful Pursuit is centered around all things keto and healing your body with nutrition, I am, and this may come as a surprise, an actual real-life person with actual real-life struggles. And while I don't share every single thing with you guys, trust me, some things are better left unsaid, sometimes I notice that something I'm going through might translate well into helping you with some of the struggles you may be experiencing while adjusting to the ketogenic lifestyle. And one such struggle is fear. Now, I'd love nothing more than to be able to sit here and honestly tell you that I'm this fearless nutritionist, entrepreneur, warrior, but that's not the truth. At least not all the time. From time to time, fear just pops up, and that's its job. And the job it thinks it's doing is protecting you and I from failure, when in actuality, it's keeping you from success. Maybe you want to go back to school, but you're too old for that. You'd like to learn a new language, but you never follow through with that sort of thing. Or you're thinking about giving this keto thing a go, but you've tried diets before and they never work. I'm going to show you how to break down and bust through those fears. By realizing your fears and busting through them, you'll appreciate the body that you have, find it easier to commit and stick to things, gain confidence, make more money, and more. And don't forget that every video that I do comes with a free complimentary resource, and I'll show you how to get that at the end. I know all about the fear game. Sometimes it's around a big thing like starting a new business, and sometimes it's around a small thing like being worried about your outfit, like I was today, like right before starting this video. But whether big or small, what's important to keep in mind is that fear thinks it's keeping you safe. But how is being worried about your outfit keeping you safe, you ask? That's a great question. Fear and our fight or flight or freeze response comes from our limbic system, which was crucial in keeping our ancestors safe from predators. We wouldn't be around today without it. At the same time, I think we can all lovingly let it know that it's the 21st century and we don't need to be scared of woolly mammoths anymore. We're here to lead full, beautiful lives. We're here to achieve our goals, and we're here to heal ourselves with nutrition. I almost never started Healthful Pursuit because fear told me that I didn't have anything to share. It's true. I sat on my first YouTube video for over a year, and even after Healthful Pursuit's success, I nearly quit writing my first paperback book because fear told me that I had nothing to share again. Speaking of my book, The Keto Diet hits shelves on April 11th. Yeah, take that fear. It's now available for pre-order, and if you head on over to ketodietbook.com, you'll receive a discount of up to 42% off the cover price. And I'm totally excited for the Keto Diet book tour, yet another devastating blow to fear. Go to ketodietbook.com/tour to RSVP, and I will see you soon. What does the fear cycle look like for me? I've noticed that it's usually a process with 4 stages, each one kind of building up upon one another. There's the trigger, the action that gets the fear ball rolling. This brings up the norm. Now, this is what's socially acceptable, what everyone else is doing, or what everyone else is saying is the right thing to do, what the safe zone is. That leads to self-doubt, the old stories we tell ourselves and hold on to even though they're no longer serving us. They're almost always deep down within our subconscious, and we're often not even aware of them. And the result of all of this is fear. It could be fear of failing or fear of succeeding or anything in between. But whatever it happens to be, if left unchecked, it can rule our lives. For your nutrition journey, some possible triggers could be eating carbs, not tracking your food anymore, not counting macros, starting to eat more fat, scaling back your exercise, emotional eating, or comparing yourself to someone else who does it better than you. And what does the norm look like? It could be being vegan, eating low fat, shooting for a certain number on the scale, what books tell you, or taking your doctor's advice even though your body is telling you something different. That leads us to self-doubt, which shows up in those not so nice stories that buzz around our heads and often sound like, I'm not good enough, or they'll think I'm a joke, or I don't know enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'll never like my body, or keto will never work for me, it's all just a waste of time. If it sounds unreasonable and makes you feel terrible, you can just about bet that it's self-doubt. But whatever the self-doubt du jour may be, it's less important than what it leads to: fear. When it comes to fears, hey, we've all got them. Fear of being disappointed or disappointing someone else, fear of embarrassment, fear of being shamed or called out, or maybe even fear of not being noticed at all. So fear is fueled by and masks our self-doubt, and the norm keeps us in the safe zone so we don't have to feel any of this. Feelings. But if we see our fear for what it really is and get underneath the self-doubt to understand what's causing our unhappiness, we can figure out what we want and how to get it. Here's an example. You may feel like you want more carbs or accidentally eat something that isn't right or according to plan. That's the trigger. The norm says, how dare you? Keto people don't eat carbs. Then the self-doubt pops up with, see, you knew you wouldn't be able to stick to this, followed by the fear of gaining weight. I get myself out of the fear, self-doubt funk all of the time. Some of you asked how, so I thought I'd share my process with you. Using the same example of wanting or thinking your body would benefit from a touch more carbs, but doubting your self-control and thinking your scale will break as a result, do your best to understand what's really happening here. Maybe you're not happy, or you just feel off, or you're binging on carbs at night and feeling really guilty about it the next day. Try to figure out the story you're telling yourself. Ask yourself what's underneath that fear. So if the fear is that you'll gain weight, the self-doubt story might be, I can't control myself, or I can't trust myself. Or it could even be deeper, like I'm not lovable, or nobody will like me as I am. Then gently, keyword gently, inquire, where's all this coming from? What past experience tells me that this is true? What past experience tells me that it's not? Do your best to respect what that old, trusty limbic system is trying to protect you from. In this example, maybe it's judgment or feeling alone. Then just have a little friendly conversation with it, such as, what's the worst that could happen if XYZ? Well, I may have to start over again or redouble my efforts. Okay, what's the best thing that could happen? Well, I could feel better. I could stop binging. I balance my choices myself. I'll gain control by letting go of control. If you want to go even deeper, you could ask yourself, what's happened in my life that's made me perceive things this way? Also, take note of how this particular fear is affecting your life. Maybe you're talking down to people, being critical of others, judging other people's lives and what they have that you don't, or saying no to things that you really want to do. Finally, and most importantly, boost up the things that make you feel good, whatever that may be, like writing a letter to a friend, gardening, or just blasting some fun music, while you make the conscious choice to see love and do it. If what we're talking about today was just what you needed to help you on your ketogenic journey, there are 3 awesome things that you can do right now. The first is that you can choose to rock your high-fat life with my program pack, the Keto Bundle, where I'll show you how to slide into fat burning mode without needing to go strict low carb. You'll learn how to boost your body's ability to heal naturally, how to bust through plateaus to create a life you love, and liberate your life from restriction, macronutrient manipulation, exercise abuse, and feel hot damn sexy doing it. As always, I'll put a link up here and also down below. The second is the free resource I mentioned earlier. You can grab the free mini guide for this video, complete with everything I just shared today in an easy to read PDF. It includes the transcript and other cool resources, and it's absolutely 100% free. There's a link up here and also down below where you can take advantage of that. And all you gotta do is click the link, scroll down, find the pink button, enter your details, and you'll get the freebie. The third and final thing you can do is subscribe to my channel. I come out with videos every-ish Wednesday, and I'd love to see you here. Bye.